Hey there, Glenn Traer, Mountain Man Journals. I thought I'd show you this skinning a beaver here. I'm not the world's fastest skinner by any means, and there's probably better ways of doing it than how I do it. This is just how I know how to do it, and so I thought I'd show you this and see what you think of it. I already cut around the tail. Cut around the tail, around the legs, front and back. So you just come around, run around each leg like such, and then you run across right up the side here. Right up to the leg. Right like that. Alright, now we take it around, start right in the chin, right where the teeth come in. Split that right. Right down the center. Now when you get to going down through here, you gotta watch you don't get into the guts when you're doing this, because you just don't want to do that. You're skinning anything. You gotta be careful. I should have a longer knife than this, but this is what I got, so. Oh, gotta watch too the oil sacks and the casters. You don't want to cut them. Actually use them for making lures and stuff, so you don't want to ruin them things. Right around each side like such. Okay, now I don't have a regular beaver knife. I just haven't really got the money to buy one. I know they're cheap, only like 15 bucks, but I made one of my own. It's just an old file, and I took and heated it on the forge and bent it around and turned it and stuff. So, but if you're gonna do this, you might want to get yourself a good one. And if you can't close skin, don't try close skinning. It's not worth trying it, because what happens is you end up with more trouble than what you wish for. A lot of people don't know it, but beaver meat is actually really good. Really good. Good casters there. Good sized casters. the more fat and stuff that you can leave on for skinning or for fleshing, the better. It's just makes it easier on you when you're done, or when you're fleshing it, I mean. So you just keep going right around. Like I said, careful you don't get into the guts. You don't want to do that. Believe me, I've done it. It's not fun. Keep on running her right down along there. Keep tension on there. And don't worry about that meat, as long as you don't cut into the gut. Don't worry about that meat and stuff on that hide. Like I said, make it a lot easier to flesh later. I'm gonna actually use a lot of this meat will get used for bait. Bobcat season open up here, and then this weekend, so I'll use a lot of this for meat, or for bait. But I will use the back straps. I'm gonna cut them out, and we'll cook them up. They're actually really good eating. So. Like I said, I am not a very fast skinner. Some of you guys out there probably about have this thing done by now, but it is what it is. You get better every time you do it. Flip it over, bring this, and we'll just keep working it around. anyways, we just keep working it. Have to excuse my dogs upstairs playing, so you have to excuse them. Should have another paper towel. She's bleeding all over the place on me. One thing about when it starts bleeding all over, it gets harder to see where you're cutting. You don't want to cut through that hide. Like I said, there's different ways of doing this. This is just how I do it. A lot of guys do things, you know, different ways, which whatever works for you, you know. A lot of fat down here, getting down towards the tail. Like I said, it's better to leave the more meat on there than not, because it'll get harder for you to flesh if the less you have, less meat and stuff you have on there. Kind of makes it a little harder to flesh. At least that's what I find. Some guys can close skin and they're good at it. I am not one of them guys. Tried it and it don't work for me. So just keep on working it around, going right around there. Now, gotta watch, like with us eating the back straps and stuff, gotta watch. You don't want to get into your meat, you know, on your back straps. You don't want to cut all that up. And get to this point there. From there yet. Like it. Poke your finger in through. cut your hide. And then just pull it right off. It just pulls right out of there after you cut around it. Pop it right off. Just work that right around, you know. There's different ways of doing this, but I work it halfway and then flip it over on the other side and do that side from, you know, that way I'm not cutting into my hide, and a little easier to work that way. Here on your back here, right like where the pelvis goes down, that gets a little tougher. So, but all right, now I'll just take her, flop that over, come right back over here like this. We can get it to stay, and do the same thing on this side as we did on the other. Like I said, there's guys that can really skin, but like I said, I'm not one of them, so I'm just showing you, you know, how I do it and way to do it and stuff. So maybe give you an idea if you're trying to do some of this. Give you an idea how to do it. And I'm sure there's a lot of other videos and stuff like that out on YouTube and stuff of guys that really know what they're doing that you can go check out. See it just coming right along that edge, just keeping that pressure back on that hide so you can see that cartilage, or not cartilage, that whatever that stuff is that in there pulled out. So I keep harping on it, but there's a lot of guys that are better than me. My good friend Brandon, he's a lot better at skinning this stuff than I am, He's probably watching this going, good grief, I should have it done by now. But, yeah, well. Pop that off, and then you can roll it over and keep coming in around the head. Start going with your pointier knife. You gotta watch you don't cut your hide. Sometimes a little less sharper knife can be better, because sometimes you just slip and scar your or cut into your hide. So sometimes it's better to have not a super sharp knife. Alright, get up here and around the head. And you'll get here to the base of the ear. You can see there's like a little piece right in there. It's like a little cartilage, and that's the ear. Take it back in against and cut it. You don't want that ear being too big when you're skinning it out. You don't want that getting too awful big for you. See there, you can see the ear. That's the ear. Keep pulling on that, keep pressure on that, and go right in around the skull. You can feel with your fingers where the eye is, and you just keep cutting down around there. When you start getting into this point, see there's the eye, you can feel that. Keep the knife blade in towards the animal. Start getting down here, it's better to use your sharper knife, a little pointer. Guess I should have told everybody this is going to be a little bloody and gory or whatever. But if you watch my intro video, you know we're going to be shooting stuff, skinning stuff, and trapping stuff. And if you don't like it, go somewhere else, because this is what we do here on Mountain Man Journals. Flip it over. And you do the same thing. Fall off there. Same thing as you did on the other side. I hope you guys can see this okay. How I was doing this. I probably should have turned it around for you. But then you just work it down, right down around the nose, right over to the front, and you can feel where the soft nose starts, and then you just right off. And then that's how you skin them out. That's what you'd be left with right there. Get the head end right there. It's decent. Excuse me, that's a decent beaver. It's a pretty decent sized beaver there. So, but like I said, I'm gonna go upstairs. I gotta get another cleaner knife and a bowl to cut these back straps out, and come back down and I'll show you how you do that. So, see you in a little bit. Alright, got knife, everything. What you do, you can see the backbone runs right down across there. Just follow that backbone right down with your knife. Come right up through to the neck, right down to the tail. And you can feel the rib cage and everything. And you just keep working that down along your rib cage. Right like you would do if you were doing a deer. Of course, I'm not near as big as a deer. Definitely not as big as a elk. Boy, those elk ones are huge. There you go. Nice piece of meat. What I do with it is I'll take it and I'll put the oven on like 350, something like that, and put some seasoned salt on it and a little bit of garlic, and then I'll take and put molasses in on top of it, or syrup, and then I put aluminum foil on it and put it in there, and cook her till she's done. Good eating, really good eating. So, like I said, you can use the legs and stuff like that to eat if you were in a survival situation. But I'm gonna be using this for bait. I need some bait for bobcat season. So, that being said, take care. God bless. See you next one.